Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about one of the greatest debut albums of all time, which is Taemin's Ace, as seen right here. And can I just say, I feel like my little area here is getting a bit crowded, and I don't know what to do about it, because, like, I have the mug, I have the standees, and we have Christian, and I can't remove any of them because they're staples at this point, but, like, I have albums to display. I spent a full, 2 minutes trying to set all this up. It was insanity. Anyway, none of you care. We're here to talk about Taemin. So, just to go over how things are going to work, I'm going to run through the track list to give you my thoughts on each song, and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have a disclaimer before we continue, which is that everything I say in this video is all just an opinion, and you can disagree with my opinion, because, as the mug says, music is subjective, and that is great. Alright, cool. Now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get started. And first up, we have the titular song, not to be confused with the title track, which is Ace. Now, this song, the perfect opening. I don't know how many songs I've called a perfect opener in the history of this channel. It's probably a good handful, but, this one is on its own level. The only songs I can think of that I consider a more perfect opener than this are literally just Spoiler and Odd Eye, and, that's it. I can't think of anything. Nothing by a soloist, and definitely nothing on a debut album, so, the greatest debut opener of all time, I'm gonna say it. It gets me so excited for the album without overshadowing everything. Because there are openers out there that I consider the best song on the album, and I don't love those because I don't like it when your first song is the best, unless it's, a single album, in which case I'll take it because there's only usually 2 or 3 songs on there. But when you have a mini, and God forbid a full, if your first song is the best, it really just brings the album down for me because I know it started so good and then just declined. This one, it starts so good, but it doesn't decline. It doesn't overshadow, and we love to see it. Aside from its prowess as an opener, it's also a phenomenal song. This is the type of song that I will describe as it's chill and it's nice, but it fucks hard. And I don't have a better description than that, so I'm going to leave it there. Next up, we have my favorite song and the title track, Danger. This song is the greatest solo debut of all time. I'm going to say it. I spent a good few minutes trying to think of songs that can compete or even compare. None. Not a chance. Literally nothing came to mind. This song is in a league of its own. It's truly the greatest thing ever. I'm sorry, but this song is a masterpiece. The background music to start is exceptional. I love in particular the way it shifts into the chorus. It just hits so perfectly. It's honestly a work of art. That said, every single second of this song is absolutely serving and slaying in every way. The verses are incredible. The bridge is a full-fledged moment. And the chorus? This is one of the greatest choruses of all time, without a doubt. It's just a fact. Also, not super relevant to the song itself, but it is to me, which is that when I saw Super M live just before COVID hit, Taemin performed this song. Life-changing experience. I am not the same person I am today when I walked into that venue, not just because it's been several years and the entire world is different, but walking out of that venue, I was not the same person I was when I walked in. I had an out-of-body religious experience to that song. I want a Taemin world tour so bad. I don't think you understand. At SM, the amount of money I would drop on those tickets is obscene. Please give it to me. Anyway, next up we have Experience, and this song, right off the bat, some more slayful background music, at least if you ask me. Very cool. It's giving some salsa-esque vibes, and it's really working, and I'm so here for it. The rest of the song is amazing too, don't get me wrong. It's one of those songs that's a chill banger moment, because it absolutely bangs, but not in a break my neck way, more in a I just want to sit back and experience and let it bang into me kind of way, and I really like it. So yeah, it's a chill banger. On to the one and only collaboration of this album, Pretty Boy, with Kai, aka Kim Jong. Now, if you ask me, this is the most iconic collaboration in SM history. You think of the most iconic collaborations you can in the history of SM entertainment. If you didn't think of this song, you're just incorrect. There is nothing in the world that even compares to this collaboration. It is giving everything for every single second of its runtime. Firstly, this song is just so powerful. It spawned one of my favorite fics of all time, which is the iconic Ace Jongin fic. I will link it in the description if you want to read it. Maybe one day I'll do a video with my favorite fics, because this is not the first time I've had to link a fic in the description, but that's unrelated. Right now we're talking about Pretty Boy, and this fic, iconic masterpiece. Please read it. It deserves all the love of the world. But let's discuss the song now. In my notes, I called this a gaslighting, gatekeeping, girl bossing queen. And that feels quite accurate for this song because Jonghyun really said when he wrote the song, I'm going to give all the girlies just everything they could need. I'm going to leave them all gasping, gagging, shaking, and shitting, and he really did, and we love to see it. Like, he did it so well. Because frankly, every single second of this song is giving everything I could ever ask for from music in general. The verses are amazing, the background music slaps, and the chorus is nothing short of just absolute perfection. In short, this is one of the greatest songs of all time. We were not ready for this song in 2014, and frankly, I feel like we're still not ready for it in 2023, even though it's been nearly a decade since this song came out, which is a whole other issue, but we were not ready, we're still not ready, it's the greatest thing ever. Also, last thing, and then I promise I'm done, but the stage for this song, I had a moment for that stage. I love that stage to this day, but I used to watch it on like a weekly basis. I will link her in the description as well if you want to watch it and you for some reason haven't. They look so good. The choreo is so cool. Literally all I wanted from the Super M concert where I saw Danger was a performance of this song. I'm glad we got Danger, don't get me wrong, but like if we'd seen Pretty Boy, oof, it would have been a moment. We have reached the penultimate song, which is Wicked, and in my opinion, if you ask me, this is the weakest song on the album. Now, I don't want you to get confused. This isn't a bad song. It's in fact quite a good song. It's just not on par with the others, if you know what I mean. But let's get into it. The verses are solid, the chorus is nice, and the bridge is great. But that's kind of all I have to say about this song. Like, every other song on this album, I could, in theory, go on a diatribe about. I could ramble about for ages, because I love this album, and I love every song on this album. This song, on the other hand, it's just a good song. Like, it's a good song, but it's just a good song, and it's on an album of amazing songs. Last but not least, we have Play Me, and part of me wants to call this the obligatory ballad on the album, but it's really not that ballady, it's just the most ballady. However, what it is a gorgeous song. Like, Taemin in this song sounds so good, it's not even fair. Like, this is one of those songs that I will put on, lay back, and just transcend all of reality. I will ascend to new planes of existence while listening to the song, to the extent that it's like a little too powerful, but I'm not mad at it. Alrighty, it's score time, and overall, I'm giving this album a 10 out of 10. Like, if you expected anything less, you clearly do not know me, because I've said multiple times in this very video that I love this album, and I just adore this album with all my heart and soul, because with one exception, every single song on this album is an absolute masterpiece, and that one exception isn't even a bad song. It's like I said when I was reviewing it. It's a good song, it's just on an album of great songs. This is also just one of the greatest solo debut albums of all time. The only album I can think of that I would put on the same level as this is probably Key's Face album, and that's one of my favorite albums of all time. So if you're on the same level as Face, you're definitely doing something right. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Anyway, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know what your favorite song is. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @s_albumreviews. I'll link that in the description along with every other SHINee review that I've done, the fic and the stage, and my big history of SHINee videos. There's 3 of them. They're each like 45-ish minutes, I think. I don't remember. But they're lengthy, and they just go through the history of SHINee. So they'll be down there. You can check all that out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!